of somebody coming up to a stop sign or up to a road corner at the same time as you are. I mean, those situations are not very frequent, but they do happen. You know, it happens to me maybe once or twice a week, where I come up to an intersection just like here, right at the very same time. And in that little nick of time, that, remember, you see, we've come up to the same stop sign. You gotta wave, make sure you're seeing. And because in that split second, you know, it is very hard for the driver of a car to basically, you know, see you. Because oftentimes, you know, they kind of do a, I don't know what they call a, you know, California or a Florida stop sign kind of deal, where they just kind of slow down and they keep going, you know, especially in not very busy, on not very busy intersections. They just kind of slow down, they kind of yield, and then they keep going. So that's where you want to be careful, guys. But just make sure you're seen, make eye contact with the driver, and then you're fine, you know. And once if you feel you have not been seen, or you haven't made contact with the driver, then just slow down, let them go first, you know. Because yeah, majority of the people, when you do that, of course you have the right of way, you know, because you don't have a stop sign, but they do. But in a fraction of a second, if they sort of stop and go real quick, they may not see you. Well, anyways, guys, back to detective work. So yeah, I was kind of doing a little bit of a detective work, sort of going like, hey, you know, how would I have gotten a flat that was so minuscule while riding, and then, you know, the bicycle stood there all day long, locked up at the bicycle parking in front of work, and basically, like, I come out, okay, it's flat, right? You know, if it took a couple of hours to lose the air, that's understandable. So then if I take it home and I give it a, you know, 95 psi back into it, it should theoretically, you know, keyword theoretically here, theoretically it should actually, you know, take like an hour or two or whatever to lose its air, right? But no, it sort of lost it like within 2-3 seconds, meaning there's probably a huge gouge. So, you know, I'm just sort of playing a little detective work, and I'm detecting a bit of an anomaly, you know. I'm detecting a bit of a puzzle, you know. And we'll leave it at that. All right, guys. So yeah, we're back on a westerly trail here. Yeah, that little part just a minute ago where I go through the neighborhood, that's because, you know, parts of the roads around that area have diminished in quality, you know, because of the winter. So that's what I do. I go through the neighborhood of, you know, really nice houses with very low traffic, and you guys could see that the roads back there are amazing. You know, they're amazingly smooth, with no cracks. So So that's what you guys want to do, you know. You want to see if you can find any shortcuts or detours or alternative routes, when possible, I guess. And I'll show you guys another one here, because as you guys recall, this is my little stomping ground for what? This is our little stomping ground for the great stealth golf ball hunt of the summer. So, my lovely guys and girls, you can see parts of this road. I mean, 3 months ago it was a lot nicer, and you guys can probably see the little salt particles everywhere now, because they've regularly started to salt our roads, as you do in Chicago. But basically that's going to cause further damage to the roads. Come in a month's time. So what I would say is, see, like that there little area. So I'll show you guys just after Rob Roy here. The road is going to be really terrible, that last stretch of Camp McDonald, and that's where I found another little detour, which I'd like to share with you guys today. See, this side of the tracks is still pretty nice, but you guys will see shortly on the other side of the train tracks, how much more damage it will be. Little downhill slope.